Hello people of YouTube, a Slicer here, playing some Angels Fall First, which is a game that came out of nowhere. No advertisement for it whatsoever. It's actually been in development for 7 years now. It's taken a long time for the developers to get here. It's still in alpha, or something like it. Got any online games? Many people thought that this game was dead. It is not. I wouldn't exactly say that it's not dead anymore. It's certainly not exactly a whole lot of people. So let's jump into a game here. Angel Falls First is a combat game. Not in any way like Call of Duty. In the sense that you actually get to choose a spawn rather than just going in a random place. I probably should have gone the other sides, but I like the Unity League. This is the spawn menu. I love the map on this game. It's like, look, it's 3D and stuff. This is the spawn menu. You know, you just gotta click spawn, or you can click it up here. Anyway, it works. And you hit deploy. I'm not going to be featuring too much game, it's just gameplay here. I'm using like one of those shotguns with acidic ammo. Okay, what is making those explosions? There's guns on this? I don't even know. Gotcha. I love this game. This space combat is really what shines, though. It's not really the ground combat, but of course the ground combat is pretty solid. Could be better, though. It's Unreal Engine 3. Very old engine. Some people said, like, this game looks like it was made 10 years ago. Well, it was made 7 years ago. You're pretty close. Where'd that go, all the enemies? There's one over there. There's fall damage in this, but it's not very, like, impactful. I should show you the customization menus. Gotcha. Hi. Oh, he's trying to revive him. You can't revive in this game using a repair tool, which is funny. Hello. Hi. Hi, hello. Some of these guys are bots. They're not all humans. Although every bot that you see can be human. Of course, it'll just be replaced by a human being that is much smarter than these bots. I mean, I'm not sure what difficulty setting the bots are set to, because there's like a setting that you can set them to. But they aren't being very useful. I'm behind you. Are you not dead? What are you? Oh, he's wearing heavy armor. No, please. What was that? 10% health, are you kidding me? I didn't even break his armor. There are different armors. You can have light armor, which makes you like a scout person. You can have my medium armor, which I think I'm using right now. And then you can have heavy armor, which makes you slow but very durable. These are spawn pods, which can actually be dropped or destroyed. But they do have shields right now. Which works, you know. If you destroy the shield, it'll regen. If you don't destroy the pod. You are friendly, right? Yes, you are. Where are we supposed to be going? Places. That's where. Let's go this way. seems pretty close to the pods, so you definitely don't want to. I mean, if you do destroy the pods, oh, they actually do have guns on the pods. Have bounce though. If you do destroy the pods, I think they do respawn after a while. Did the last, okay, we're on the last stage, but did that timer just go up? I thought it was at 26 seconds. It's 26 minutes, not what is that right now. But yeah, you can do so much stuff in this game. Like, space combat is really much more fun than land combat, and there's vehicles. There's vehicles in this. And the game is very much like Battlefield 3 with the size of the map. Battlefield 3. I've never played Battlefield, but people say that's good. Really? Gosh. Just leaning. Doesn't do all that much for you, but... Aesthetics rounds, what they do is they deteriorate your armor. They will not affect your health, though. At least I don't think they do. Hide behind cover. Oh god. I'm not sure if that's human or not. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, man. I should have... I am kind of doing this in the opposite order. Doing the gameplay first and then showing the customization. But I'll show you it. Where are we? Oh, we're about to win. That's where. Well, that's the... Okay. Because about to win is a place. There's the stairs. I never played on this map before. Got this game like 2 days ago. I don't know what happened there. That's not a roof. Yes, we can get on the roofs. Okay. That's cool. Show, give me space combat. Space combat, please. Can I change my loadout here? Oh, what? Really? Can't change your loadout. Here I am. And then at the end, you get these stats. You show combat, which is based off of kills and stuff. And then command, which is stuff, and support, which is also stuff. I guess support would be considered assist kills, maybe. I don't know how I got any support, but 5 kills, 1 death. That's awesome. Kill to death ratio 5. Well, 5, and I died 1 time, so it makes sense. Please, 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 please. Because saying please will make it totally happen. We'll see. Every map starts out like in a warp phase. Here, every map starts out in a briefing. Yes, Ixion territories, which is a space map. Come on. Yeah, like this. Warping in. But every map, no matter what it is, will start out in this briefing room. And then that alarm will sound when somebody's ready, but there's a lot of people that aren't ready, so. And then in this game, it's 2 factions. You got the League, which is what I am, and that's their territory, and you got the enemies, which... There's no real difference between the two. There's a couple of differences, but mainly it's aesthetics. And those are actual fighters, and these are actual cruisers. Well, space battle stuff, and then that's the actual map. Now, the briefing, I think, is glitched. Yeah. I'll just ready up. And then you could decide who's commander, which is interesting. Nobody really wants to be commander, so everyone just votes for the AI mainly. So here's the map. This is probably the favorite space map. And then in the early game, you just start on this hangar. You know, this is how it is. I'll do space combat, and once I die, which I probably will because space combat is pretty long, then I'll show you the loadouts. But you can see those are actual people taking off. But see, this is customization menu for this ship. And there's like 5 different kinds of ships. And like, look at all this. Like, I can customize what kind of defense I have on my ship, so I can have like self-repair armor, you know, sensors, stuff that makes it longer to lock on. Oops. What is people doing? Freaking stop blowing up the hangar. Hangar can't blow up. Then I've also got armor and drive, which makes it go faster. Oh. Negative missiles, hardpoint, primary, and then some sort of countermeasure. But you do have max points. You probably saw that. You got command points that max out. You get combat points. The red is combat points. The yellow is command points, and then the blue is support points. Just like you saw in the end menu. I just want to show you this. So I can roll. I can zoom. And then I can boost, which I'm shifting right now. In the bottom left corner, you can see some of the most important stuff. The red is my speed, so throttle and speed. And then the yellow around my pointer is my boost remaining. So if you press shift, you get a boost. And then the yellow is my shield, which is pretty crap on this. You know, the shield doesn't actually have that much. But the main... yeah, that was easy. Probably an AI. So I do have missiles if I do skull wheel, cap lock, shields. I probably avoided those. But the main thing to win to this is you got these 3 cap points. You know, if you stay around for long enough, you know, cap it and you'll start getting points. And once your thing up there hits 100%, then you win. Pretty simple. And currently we own 2 out of 3 sites. Where are you? I'm trying to talk. I can reverse with the spaceship, which is kind of odd, but I don't really know anything about anything really. Swarm missiles. That's what I'm using. There's like freaking 6 different missiles you can use. Yeah. There you go. Teammate took him out for the kill. And then all these explosive barrels around you see, those can actually explode. Just most of the time nobody really spends time to do that. Now, in the early game of the space combat, nothing's really gonna happen. You know, we're only gonna have a bunch of fighters combat and stuff. Oh, my weapon overheated. Now, if you press middle click, you can it disables your initial dampener, so you can like turn around and shoot behind you. That's how I'm doing that. Middle click again, it turns back on. So if I'm on a coast here at max speed, then I turn the initial dampeners off, and then I coast. I won't have to constantly keep boosting forwards. This game's awesome. You see that line? That wasn't a glitch. That was actually the enemy warping in there. That was what that was. That was intentional. I'm gonna screw this guy's day up right after he warps in. Nope. Switch weapons. Oh, crap. And now if I press space, then I can ascend. And I think if I press control, then I can descend. Finally. Jeez. Oh, I should activate my shields. Completely forgot about those. Now we do have 2 out of 3 states still, so we'll obviously have 10%, while others do have 5. Fuck. Got crap swim missiles. Now the shield does disable after it's taken so many hits. Now if I press G, then I can actually select the target in front of me. Which is how I've been doing that. The shield is kind of fracked. So pressing G instead of Z, which activates your countermeasures. Now shield is actually the most expensive countermeasures out of all of them. The cheapest, I think you have to have a countermeasure. I don't think you cannot have one. Most of the stuff is customizable though. But the cheapest is flares, which basically gets rid of I don't think it gets rid of missiles lock on, but if missiles are heading towards you, then they'll go for the flares instead of you. It's pretty unreliable in my opinion. I've only had it work all too often. Warp back in. How do I drop mine? Is it Y? Z? These games will let them. I'm not sure if my actual fire affects these barrels, but you have to have like torpedoes and stuff, which are dumb fire. So, but these missiles require a lock on fire. But lock, thank you. Switch. That happens sometimes. The skybox flips out for a moment. I don't know why. Kind of weird. Oh yeah, he's dead. Swim missiles. Glad that the next map was this one. Everyone was so on board. I'm not sure if there's a way to tell what people are voting. Crap, that's a bomber. He's got an auto turret, which will automatically fire for him. And then you do have control over your secondary weapons, like your auto turret. If you press Z, not Z, but V, then it'll do this. Now it's C, which I can command players around, but I'm not the commander, so I can't do anything with that really, because no one's in my squad. Oh, there's someone in my squad, which is kind of weird. What? Is it an enemy? Now the boost does work backwards, if anyone was wondering. Wonder when the Corvettes are gonna get here, which are like the small big ship. Oh, yep, there's one. Pretty sure it's enemy though. So it's one of the bigger ships. That's not the biggest. Those things are tiny in comparison to the big ones. Should probably reload. Okay. Oh, those, is that friendly? Really? I thought those were enemy. Because of the style of it. But evidently not. Whoa. Whoa, wait, whoa. You are not friendly. You are not friendly. Lock on, swim missiles. Come on. One on. Okay. That was someone else. Oh, if you select warp, you can see that there's one of the bigger ships available, so I'll get in that. These are called the Corvettes, as far as I know. I'm not really all too certain about their name. I didn't even look. I'm pretty sure they probably had a name. And then this is a bug right now. There's a lot of bugs, but it's alpha, it's early access. I can't use E to roll on this. It's not affecting the aircraft, it's affecting the camera for some reason. And this is actually a really new thing. It used to be like just, you know, you warp in and everything comes, which I would have rather had that, just to have a big battle. You know, I'd like it if they would have a separate mode, like tick a little box or something for that. That'd be awesome. But it used to be where they just these corvettes, the frigates, and the battleship would warp in all at once, and I'm pretty sure that was one of the bigger ones. Warp in all at once, right at the beginning. But they made it a new thing, made it progressive, because before, you know, the only spawn point would be on the frigate or the battleship, because those are the only places you can spawn fighters. Because fighters can launch out of those bigger ships. It's so cool. And then freaking, what was it? I've completely forgotten what I was saying. But it's just really cool. It's just really cool. Okay, then this thing's got a variety of weapons. I don't know what this is. I think this is lock-on. Oh yeah, it is. Semi-auto. Oh, that's the mines. Should take forever to reload. Lock. Then it's got an ion cannon. Please. And I can't get out and walk out of the ship. I wish I would have shown that. Okay, well good. I'm gonna activate shields as soon as they're ready. See, now there is auto turrets on this, so if I press V, I can select all my auto turrets, and I can select them to target something like that. And then I press 1, and then they'll all target my current target. Pew 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 pew. They're just firing ahead of it, that's all. But I don't want them to do that, so go back, select all, free fire. Then I'll activate shields. No. See, I got out there. Activate shields. Point in the right direction, because it does just keep coasting. Well, that's... I wish I wouldn't do that. And this is the actual map, as you can see. And then these are, like, my autoguns. This is also an autogun. This is my engines. That's an autogun. And that's an autogun, which needs some repair. And I can repair that, because I have this equipped. But I really kind of need to control my ship right about now. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. I wish it wouldn't do that. One not. Okay. There we go. Now I am the reticles aren't targeting the ship itself. Oh god, I'm so dead. And now now I can't do anything. There's no way out of this ship. I just sit here and listen to the buzzards go off. It's beautiful. As I watch the ship explode. I should have been the pilot so you get a much better view of the Yushiro. This is the USNV Yushiro. I don't even know. This is the big frigate. And it's got multiple spawn locations, so I'll spawn up on the flight deck so I can show you the crew's quarters. We are outside, yeah, and this is really cool part of the game. It's sort of like Star Citizen almost in the case, but that's actual gameplay. Obviously, that's outside, and then there should be a monitor around here somewhere. One off, okay. I swear that this was, but not. But this is the fighter bay. Oh. Those are the fighters I was just in. Those are like some other fighter. That's a bomber. So let's go. Look at that. That's so cool. But right now, I'll go back to the missile thing. The missiles don't lock on to the target itself, you know, unless you know it's like a fighter or something. But it locks on to the individual systems. It locks on to the. I think it does lock onto the target, but it will lock onto like the individual systems that can be taken out. And so on this USS Hishiro, all the turrets are in the same spot, which is kind of risky because if they do board the ship, then they could shoot all these. But it's really accessible in this torpedo bay for me just to grab my repair gun that I have equipped somewhere and repair it, not shoot it. And as you might have just heard, you can board these ships. Yes, you can do that if you get a boarding ship. And then go to one of the ships, press F. When close to it, auto dock initiated. It's an actually dock. It deploys a pod that drills into it. But, you know, it's like, oh, where's that ship? Well, that's not on the ship. It's only on the battleship. Because it's like 10 times better. Oh, God! Yeah, we just took a big hit. Secondary weapon destroyed. I'm sure you heard that. So, oh, God. This one's still active. So we took up a hit big hit, which is my favorite part of this game. One of the favorite parts is like when on the inside, when things get damaged, you know, obviously we just took a big hit from a torpedo or something. I don't know what that was, but the gravity generator or something. Oh god. Currently there's no overheat on this thing. And then this is also a live feed. Like, see, you got the turrets, you got the engine, which is probably the most important. Let's go check that. Oh god, this ship is booked. Oh god, we are at 53% and the enemy's at 13. I guess everyone likes this leak. Then I can command these individual turrets too. Obviously, our ship is damaged. Oh god. Oh yeah, look. The engines. Oh god, okay. Time to do my job. Where's the engines? Where's the entrance? Port turret. This way. This way. This way. Sounds like someone repaired the entrance. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, someone's. Oh god! Took another big hit. We're going down. Cause if target's so big, everyone decides to target it. Whoa. And then these are left feeds. The ship's going critical. Oh god, so this is a really cool part. When the ship goes critical, in other words, HP drops to 0, you have to evacuate. You know, it doesn't just explode. You have to evacuate to the hangars. If I can remember. Oh jeez, go go go! I love this game. The hull breach. Go go go! Get out of here! I made it! Oh god, seconds to spare! Oh, that's so awesome! And then that rubble will stay there. That I don't think that despawns. I've never. Oh god, mines. I've never had that despawn before. This game is so epic. I don't think it's really possible for the captain to get out in time unless he leaves the seat early. Like I was at those panels I just saw. Yeah, right past that was the captain's quarters. Let me just lock on. See, I'm locking on to swim missiles. I was locking on to his turrets. Gosh. It's so satisfying. Oh look, we boarded this. So somebody took a boarding ship and boarded one of the enemies, which I think was the thing that we just targeting. So this is the boarding pod. Like the boarding ship comes here, drops off the boarding pod, and then it goes on to back to the ship. To okay, we're actually boarding the empty ship. They're just falling apart. Let's see. Yeah, things are offline. That's what the engines are offline evidently. Oh god. Alright, team is doing work. I'm gonna stay near this fighter bay. So this is the smaller one? Can't quite tell. I'm not sure. I have no idea if where the torpedoes hit. If that matters where things will go wrong in here. Like, does the torpedo actually hit the hull right there? There goes the engine. I will say, if you can... Are all their fighters the same? No, it's not. I'm going. Gosh, just clear the explosions. Jeez. No rush here. Yeah, that's their battleship. So that's their battleship. That's the, like, super, totally, quote-unquote, epic battleship. It is very big. But, you know, it's also funny about it because it's so big. So everybody talks that. There's our battleship. Someone's locked onto me, evidently. Flares. No, oh, that explosion, though! Leave me alone. I'm your friendly. I don't... Yeah, so that rubble will stay there. Gosh, that sound. Okay, let's turn initial damage back on. But now that I've gotten this fighter, I can no longer board onto my ships. But I can board onto an enemy ship. Because, you know, I look friendly and stuff. Because people are smart. Leave me alone! No, please. You douche. I've never actually been able to do it, but it's supposed to be possible. And somebody actually boarded this thing. Oh, but they must have got rid of the boarding pod. I don't think the USS Shiro, not Shiro, but this battleship is going very well. Yeah, here's one of those monitors. I can look through and see the front of the ship. Yeah, that's probably why things aren't going very well. Okay. Like, everything is broken. Let's just repair those things. Now, it is still active. It's at 3%. I don't know how they got to... Nope, things. Nope, never mind. This is the fighter bay. Like, normally the drop ships would be here. I don't think we're in any hurry here. This is what happens on our server. Everyone talks to the big ship. It's normal. Just go. So there's the epic USS thing. It's so epic. Okay. Okay, bitch. Time for you to die. Now I'm doing like no damage to this thing. You see its armor is still like okay. I'm not doing anything. I think those are coming for me. I'm okay. Okay. Target that turret that's trying to take me out. Target the engines. Oh, its engines are destroyed, evidently. Oh, the sound glitched out there. That happens a lot. There's so much stuff going on. There we go. Now, this is Dragoon 1, which is a deployment pod. And so I can walk around in this ship, too. And I imagine he's going for the ship. But I think we're having... yeah, okay. Yeah. That happens. Okay. And now we have nothing. Now we have nothing again. Bullied. The enemy hasn't even focused on the objective, so we're still gonna win. Because of that fact. And that was obviously an ad, because he immediately launched. Let me show you the customization. So let me see. Settings. No, not quite. No. This is all the customization. These are all the vehicles. You can customize every single one of these to what you've liked. I don't know what just happened there. Okay. Maybe, I don't know. Like, those are ground vehicles and these are space vehicles. There's a lot of them. And then this is my person. I can customize all sorts of stuff. I can customize his knife. Maybe they'll get some more knives eventually. Gotta select that. Then my sidearm, which is the paragon, so you can have all these stuff. There's lots of stuff. Then the primary weapon. Yeah, there's a lot of those. What do you want? I'm busy right now. I should have turned that off. And besides, I think it's a solicitor anyway, so I don't... Oops! Never mind. Can I load? Thank you. And so on this thing, I have acidic rounds, like I said. I have a barrel, which does stuff, and I have a weight optics, which I think reduces its weight, so I can sprint faster. And you can also have a secondary, which you probably won't be able to have enough combat points. Down here you have the points, which I think actually leveling up has given me more points, because before I was pretty much maxed out. But you can see all of these here take up different amount of points, and all of these will put me into the wed. Into the wed. Wait, Luke. This. And then I have extra ammo. That's what this one is. That's armor. This one's like something. What is that? Motion sensor. And then I've got the light suit. I mean the normal suit. You can also have explosives if you can afford it. Charges. That's grenade launcher. Or grenades. And then you can also have a support. Like these take up a lot of support. I can have these. One of these. Medical. I think I'll take that. Get a medic pack. I think I also have a kit, which does stuff. Oh wait, no. These are both the same thing. Both. You have two kits. And then so I can apply that. I'm sort of an all person. Like I have the I like everything. And then for some reason I have to select stuff. This game is so amazing. This is the scout plane, supposedly, but honestly, it handles just like every other one else. I haven't really tried out any of the other ones, except for the torpedo bomber, which is the one over there. It's the only other one in this hangar. It's the torpedo bomber. It's the only craft that I think has torpedoes in it, which are dumbfire. They can't lock on, and they do a lot of damage to actual big ships. If you want to like call this thing something, you could like. I mean, it's a creation of a mix of like Battlefield. Oh, that explosion though. Battlefield, I think, and Planet Side 2. But could you imagine if this was Star Citizen coming up? If these were the battles? I mean, it's gonna be a little different, but that'd be just so epic. And I'm pretty sure that's probably what it's gonna be. That's probably what it's gonna be. Okay, we have no sights, and this douche is hogging it. And this armor is actually pretty tough. He's got shields up, so I can't do much damage to him, but if I can damage his shields, which will make them deplete faster. A bomber. I think that was a bomber. I'm not sure. That's just a message saying that we don't have enough to deploy any more vehicles. I don't know how we get more. I think it's just it's supposed to be a resource thing, but it might be sites owned. It might not. I don't know. Respawn time alone. I mean, this is the reason why the respawn time is so short, which I hate games with long respawn times. That's really probably the reason why I don't play Tier 2 a whole lot. But respawn time is so short in this because it just takes forever to get something out of the freaking hangar. Whatever it may be. Oh, the ion cannon though. Probably the most powerful weapon. All the bigger ships have an ion cannon. And the only ship that doesn't have an ion cannon is because it's got an ion cannon that's like a turret. Leave my ship alone. Get out of here. You boy. Yeah, he ain't gonna survive long. Really, it's very hard to approach these bigger ships with just a fighter and survive. Lift the telltale. They very well are beastly, while your little fighter is basically useless. It's not a whole lot useless. Is that an enemy? No, that one. No, I think that's just rubble. Lock. Or not. A couple guys coming out of jump there. This is gonna be very dumb, because I know there's gonna be a lot of AI just sort of swarming this thing. What do you want? Oh, that's a boarding ship. How do you get one of those? Where's your, like, big ship? Unless you really survive that long. He still got full armor. Oh, no, he doesn't. He was dying. He was in the process of dying. Do I have? No, I don't. That's just rubble. 511. Oh god, we're like capping this thing insanely fast. Oh, someone's contesting it. Where are you? But because we have more people here, we're actually still capping it. Never mind. There must be more bad guys now. Can I know where the bad guy are? That's not him. Evidently, yeah, my family must have went out of the cap zone, so now it's taking a long time to cap this. I would like not to be shot at. That's not very nice. That is not an AI. I can tell you that much. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Okay. It's lock. Where'd he go? I kept pressing the wrong button. Oh, you killed me 2 times, huh? You feel proud of yourself? Oh wow, that's a really satisfying sound. That's exactly the sound you want to hear when getting on a battleship. I didn't pick my spawn. For some reason, it's not a spawn in the flight deck thingy. I think the ship is currently exploding. Well, let me spawn there. I'm pretty sure that's what that big explosion sound was. Well, that thing didn't last very long. That's all I've got to say about that. I was kind of mad at this game at the beginning. I'm like, where's all the big battleships? No, it's still there. I don't know why I couldn't spawn on it. Game is in early access. Watch me fly by this thing. This thing is a frigate. Ooh, it's not even that big. Now, I can't dock here. I don't know why I did that. Let's just... Yeah. That was nice. Yay. Okay. That does resupply you and replenish everything. It basically just resets everything. Yeah. You got resupplied. You got all your health back and stuff. So if you're ever wondering... And if you drop your pod in your dropship, you've already gotten rid of your pod. You're wondering how to get it back. That's how you do it. You go back to one of those ships. I'm not sure if you can rearm at the frigate, but let's just watch that thing explode, because I don't know. I have a lock, evidently. I'm running into a rebel. Oh, press F, you idiots. Ah, I think I ran into the USS Ishiro. Yes, I did. That's what I did. Oh, looks like things are offline. This thing is glitchy. It's like, okay, yeah, oh, there you go. It updated. Takes a little bit. Yeah, everything's good. Let me find one of the turrets, because there's no way... I wish they would, like, have screens that tell you the health bar. Like, this is obviously pretty glitchy. It's saying that this thing is not online, but it is. Victor by primary objectives imminent. Yes, I know. I know. This is the bridge. See how close we were. Now, I can't take control of it, because that's an actual person. Oh. Yeah. That's a sign that we're taking damage. So is that. And then the place that probably takes some of the most damage is this place, the pilot, the bridge, and the hangar bay, which takes up the most damage. Like, if a missile comes in this direction or that direction, I'm not sure if it actually matters. Oh god. Then these things will actually seal. That's not the greatest. You are definitely taking damage, but these, like, the doors will actually close. Please stop that. It's not very satisfying. This is satisfying. I would sit here all day just watching the life of this Hishiro. Oh, the engines have been destroyed. Really? I probably should go, like, repair stuff. Yeah, see? Life status. No, I think I'll stay here and watch as the ship burns alive. And as the people repair everything else. Yeah, I believe that's... I don't know when nothing's actually dying. This stuff is being destroyed, but it's not. Like that. See how it's sparking? I think that's sparking. Might be the entire ship that's sparking. But the outside does look different. Like, you can see that it's obviously damaged. Oh god! Oh, look at that! Yeah, so it doesn't matter. This... So yeah, those closed because of reasons. I think I'm gonna leave now. They closed because of a hull breach. The engines are good. Yeah, someone who's found those. So if I can find one of the turrets, that'd be extremely awesome. So I could do weapon destroyed. Victor, and we're not gonna. Oh, good. Okay, yes we are. Yes we are. Yes we are. This way. Thank you. Oh god. just in time before the game ends. Yes, torpedo bay is what that is. We're gonna get out just in the nick of time. Fly. If you're an enemy, you don't have to click the apply button. It's kind of in cheese to we won before I could get out. Whatever. Didn't need the explosion anyway. This is a slicer. Signing out.